Give me what I want. Give me what I want. You know what I want. Give me what I want, or I'm going to continue to hurt people you love. Give me what I want. Give me what I want. You know what I want. You just don't want to give it to me. Give it to me. Give me what I want.
We're going to give you what you want.
That's not what I want.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to AEW or Lena SmackDown. It's all about wrestling, episode 111, 13. Welcome to the show. Whatever, I'm not offended. Whatever. What's up? Oh, yeah, of course. Hope you're having a good Monday, by the way. It's a busy week in wrestling, especially on WWE side. A lot of things happen in the world of wrestling on WWE side. I did not see AEW. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, so all right, man. So before we get into that, make sure to like, share, subscribe, and comment below, please. Do that for me, please. I really, really appreciate it. On today's episode, we're going to talk about Wyatt stuff, Wyatt 6 stuff. We'll still talk about that. We're going to talk about, obviously, what happened on SmackDown. A couple things happened on SmackDown we're going to talk about. All right. The big news of SmackDown, the big addition to the bloodline on SmackDown, Drew McIntyre. We're going to talk about, obviously, from Raw. Seth Rollins has made his comeback to WWE and is getting a title shot. We're going to talk about that. Talk about who so far is qualified for the Money in the Bank ladder match, just for the female and male side. And the comparisons have been reduced from 8 to 6 this year. Also talk about Rhea Ripley. Talk about some of the Liv Morgan stuff again. We'll talk about a lot of things, all right? All right? WWE and AEW, okay? We'll talk about a lot of things. All right? So free for all to join me. And you know what? That's okay. You want to leave? All right? All right. So, all right, man. All right. Let's get into this. All right. And obviously, if you got a link, you're invited to come on. Wizard, I'm pretty sure I invited you, buddy. You can come on this time. All right. Hope to see it. Why is my thumbnail? Let me check my thumbnail for this, please. Why is my thumbnail not the thumbnail that I uploaded? This is a mistake. Let me check. Yeah, that's not the thumbnail. That's not the thumbnail. For some reason, if you're seeing this stream, and it might be showing you the wrong thumbnail for some odd reason. Let me check once again. Yeah, I don't know why this thumbnail is like that. I'm sorry. It should not be like that. What's up, Red? I'm just waiting for more people, and then I'll I don't. I'm waiting for my usual crew first. All right. Um. No, Red. Look. All right. All right. How about you, Red? How old are you, Red? Okay, Red. I know, Daryl. All right. I know. All right. So, all right. And I'm waiting for a DL and Wizard. Where is Wizard? Where is my buddy Wizard? Let me see. Has Wizard? Okay, he likes a suit. I think he's talking about. He's talking about what's it called? The Superman suit. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just checking something on my phone. All right, man. All right. All right. All right. Let's get into this. Get the big topic off the book. Let's get it off the. Let's get the first topic out of the way. Jacob Fatu has finally arrived in WWE. Yes, we've been anticipating his arrival for some time, for months and months, for months. Finally, on this past SmackDown, we got the debut of Jacob Fatu, and they did it in a clever way. The way the debut of Jacob F2 was done cleverly, is that a word? Was done very smart by WWE, and how his debut was perfect. Was perfect. Okay? Now, there's a whole story for this, obviously, for this, okay? Earlier in the day, and it's kind of oh look. Hey Larry.
Hey,
What's up, Red? Have you been on Tony's channel before?
yeah, I've been on Tony's
Uh,
once.
all right. What's up? First time on my channel. What's
Yeah,
up?
yeah.
We're just waiting for Wizard and others. I didn't know you. I thought you had work today. I guess, but I seen
No,
you. I seen
no,
you.
I'm
I
off
seen
it.
you watching. I seen you watching my streams when you're at work on Thursday.
Yeah,
All right, man. How about us? All right, man. Let me get back to what I was talking about, which is uh, Jacob Fatu. All right. So
Samoan werewolf.
yes. So they did it cleverly. So the way they start, how they debut Jacob Fatu earlier in the show, and this does have a tie to CM Punk, but the Bloodline did corner CM Punk. Cody comes to CM Punk as backup, and then Cody wants Solo Sikoa in the match. Right. Eventually, they made a match for the main event, but I've noticed that I looked at the time of the match when it was supposed to happen. It was very, very late in the show, like 9:50 p.m. Eastern time, 9:50 around there. So you know this match was never really going to happen. It was a storyline thing. Okay, so that's happened. The bloodline comes out. The brothers, both Tonga and Tamoa Loa come out. They attack Cody Rhodes, and Kevin Owens and Randy Orton comes to aid Cody Rhodes, and they manage to take out the tag team. And they corner Solo Sikoa in the corner, right? They have him cornered. Solo Sikoa backs up in the corner, and then all of a sudden, he his look like looking like he's in trouble, turned into a smile, a devious smile, and then out of nowhere, Jacob Fatu takes out the trio of Cody, Kevin, and Randy mercilessly, like a whatever, like a basically a bloodline, whatever. Merciless takes him out. Here's a picture of where's it called? Here's Jacob Fatu. He's a bigger guy, with dreadlocks, red hair. Kind of he dyed his hair in the back. He was MLW, monster heeled MLW. Now he's in WWE finally, after months and months of anticipation, originally they said they were going to wait a little bit longer, but they decided to debut him here, and takes out, like you say, takes out the trio, and then at the end, if I still have that picture, I don't know where that picture is. The bloodline, the new bloodline, as I call them, the new bloodline,
The bootleg bloodline. I think Randy said that.
The bootleg bloodline. But I call them the new bloodline. Why do I call them the new bloodline? Because before that match, before Solo went out for this match, he told Paul Heyman, who was listening, about to cry and pee in his pants, that Roman Reigns was not coming back. And that's why I call them the new bloodline. And this means Solo is like, done Roman, don't do so. It's like, yeah, I'm taking over the bloodline. Those guys are kicking him out. Roman's not coming back. I'm taking over. And obviously, we don't believe for a second that Roman's not coming back. But Solo is really taking this. He's really taking the losses of WrestleMania to heart, and he feels like they both let him down, and he feels he needs to take charge and get rid of the dead weight. And I guess that includes Jimmy Uso. Also, in a sense, and it would include Roman Reigns, even though he says a couple times, Roman Reigns give him his blessing, stuff like that. But it turned out to be, I don't think that's true at all.
Yeah, that's bull. That's bull.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's bull. And he's just going rogue and taking charge of the bloodline. That's all he's doing. That's what he's doing. Until Roman comes back. That's the plan. What do you think of? What do you think?
So first thought, I'm actually surprised Jacob Fatu actually appeared this early. I thought they would actually save him until maybe during or after SummerSlam, personally. But the fact that he's here now with the rest of them, it's the only thing I'm not into is that Solo is the quote unquote leader of this current iteration. That's the only thing I'm kind of iffy about, because I don't think he has the same level of charisma that Jacob Fatu has, personally.
No, he doesn't. But
So I don't know. I think it's limited, to put it in words, I guess.
Yes, I did see. Let's see if he shows up. Sorry. I don't know much. I don't really watch MLW, so I don't know much about Jacob Fatu because I haven't watched his work.
Yeah,
So,
I followed it, kind of, but I never really watched anything from MLW.
Yeah.
But I've seen interviews with Jacob Fatu. He has charisma.
And he does look like a monster. He looks like he's gonna be pushed as the enforcer, not the enforcer, but like the tag team, right? That's the tag team. It seems like Jacob Fatu. You know what Jacob Fatu might be? He might be a Solo when Solo was when Solo was in his role in the Bloodline with Roman Reigns in charge. That's what Jacob Fatu probably will be. The Loas are going to be like the Usos, so replacing the Usos, and Fatu will probably be what Solo was in the Bloodline. That's what I think is going to happen. That's what I think that the roles are, because I don't think they need. I don't think they need to add anybody to the Bloodline to this Bloodline. It's just be them four, because the woman's Bloodline was just really basically four people too.
No, they're
right?
they're gonna add what are they gonna call him? Talatonga? That's what they're gonna call Hikuleo.
Oh, if he comes, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe the last one. But Hikuleo was never like I seen Hikuleo. Hikuleo was never really
He's just
big
tall.
star. He's not really.
He's
big-
just
he was
tall. He's
yeah, he's just
physically
tall.
big.
Yeah,
That's
but
it.
he was never like a big star, even in Japan. He was part of the
Mhm.
Bullet Club stuff like that, but like he wasn't really a big star.
Yeah, like a lot of people think that he's like the worst member out of like the 30 people that were in the Bullet Club.
Yeah, yeah, that's what Hickle was. Maybe, yeah. Well, we all assume it's The Rock, but
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
uh, yeah. Did you see Paul Heyman? He looks like he's gonna cry. He looks like he was gonna cry when 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 uh when Solo told him, "Oh, Roman's not coming back." He looked like he's gonna cry, like pee his pants. Paul Heyman. That was great. I want to see Paul Heyman.
Oh no.
Yeah. Wizard, look, it's red. April DL.
We're letting marks on this show now.
I'm not a mark.
Who you calling a mark?
I'm
No,
just saying,
Red's
I am. I'm a mark when it comes to damage control. That's it. That's the only time I'm a mark.
Oh, you and 15 people.
Oh. he's an anti-mark when it comes to Becky Lynch.
I mean, I'm the complete inverse of mark when it comes to Becky Lynch.
What is that called? What's the opposite of a mark? It's just like a fan.
Like you're smart.
A hater?
Like that's
A
usually
hater?
like in hater. Like if you're looking at opposite of mark isn't what mark actually means. It's just you're smart.
Oh,
But like
not in this
for
sense.
fan, yeah, it'd be hater.
Okay, yeah. We could go, yeah.
So he's a hater of
Yeah.
Becky Lynch. And a mark for
Yeah.
damage control.
Red's gonna start the Reddit for the anti Becky Lynch fan club.
No, not on Reddit. On 4chan.
4chan. That's what Red's gonna do. Welcome. So we were just talking about Jacob Fatu on debuting WWE on the SmackDown, joining the Bloodline. Finally, after months of anticipation, after rumors, I like how he made his debut. I like how Solo suckered the trio, the Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, Kevin Owens in, and Solo just single-handedly took him out. I think Cody Rhodes suffered a broken ribs from Jacob Fatu, and WWE wanted to give him the time off, or like a week off, and he's like, hell no. I think so. I think that came out. I don't know your guys' thoughts. I know Red's thoughts, but I want to hear DL and Wizard.
That's kayfabe with his ribs. That has to be kayfabe.
Yeah, that seemed like a very safe table spot.
Yeah.
But you never know. Wrestling, it's been the injury pandemic recently, so you never know.
You don't know who's hurt or it's not hurt. Go ahead, DL, if you wanted to talk about.
Finally, that's all I gotta say is finally. He man, it was a great debut.
Yeah, I don't know much about Jacob Fatu. Just with everyone hyping him up so much, so interested to see. I've seen like
how athletic he was.
Yeah, I've seen him like videos of him doing moonsaults and stuff, crazy stuff.
Yeah, so I think he will definitely be a force to reckon with in the Bloodline. My concern is the rumors around him not being able to travel internationally. Is that going to affect any storyline stuff?
Visa? Is the visa, or is there like charges?
I think it's charges.
Yeah, I think he has felonies. I think he has felonies.
Those could get into Canada now, can't they?
Yeah, the Usos.
I don't know. You tell me. You're the Canadian.
They had crime. Like the one had the crime in Canada. I don't know where Jacob's crimes were.
Let me see, Jacob. Let me.
We were talking about who the tribal chief is. I still say it's Haku, and he's like that's why the Tongans are coming in.
Haku.
We're gonna get,
Fatu was
Meng
arrested for robbery. Oh, Wabri.
That's
why.
actually interesting. I never
Yes.
thought about Haku.
Yeah, I think
That-
I think that, and then we're gonna get Rikishi and his kids versus Haku and the Tongans. So in War Games, because I don't think they're bringing
Fatu
Roman back
was-
for. I don't think they're
Jo-
bringing Roman back for War Games.
Jacob Fatu was in prison. He legitimately was in prison. But I don't think. I mean, like Booker T was in prison at one point, and he managed to get into.
No, I think
Canada.
there was something like one of them has charity like fraud or something.
Oh.
I don't know if that was Jacob or the other guy that they signed that people thought was going to do.
I don't know.
So you don't think Roman's going to be immediately involved in this bloodline civil war?
No, I don't think Roman. I don't.
This-
My fantasy booking is Roman doesn't come back until Tama Tonga is booked as like this Roman-like character, so we can have
Stop.
Tama versus Roman as a dream match or something.
Oh,
You need someone-
no.
need something good. Well, I heard Tama's name was always mentioned when it was like dream matches back in the day for like Roman when he was in Japan and he was like big in Japan. He was like Bullet Club Tama Tonga. Like the people were like, "Oh, Roman versus Tama Tonga is the
No,
like
if
that's the
Roman
match,"
comes-
you know?
If Roman
Because you
comes
can do
back-
Rock, but they already said it's gonna be Rock and Cody. So, and I feel like it being Haku being Tribal Chief works into just how distraught Paul Heyman is. Because if it was The Rock, he worked with The Rock already. But if it's just like, this is the most dangerous man in wrestling, like they're taking over kind of thing. Like he's terrified.
Well,
So-
with that, it makes it feel like Roman needs to be involved even more if that's the case, because like that would mean more
I just
to
don't
him.
think they'll just bring him in for like War Games or anything like that. I think it would.
Why not? Why not?
Because you gotta like that moment Roman comes back will be a huge thing, and I feel like maybe after the War Games is over, because either way, I feel if that happened, if the Bloodline Civil War Part 2 happened, I feel like the bloodline, the Usos bloodline, would lose.
Well, okay, so let's ask this then. If they wait for Roman to come after War Games, because we haven't even established the OG bloodline yet. There's no teases of a rival bloodline right now.
No.
Jey Uso's doing his thing. Jimmy Uso is injured. Roman's off TV. How are they going to build an opposing
fourth
faction against
guy.
the bloodline?
They would need a fourth member too.
They would do it like down the line. Like I think we're gonna.
What is down the line? What does that mean? What is down the line?
Well, War Games is November. Usually, it's Survivor Series War Games in November. And then WrestleMania, if they want to do something there, is April or May. So, with Triple H's slow burn storytelling, we could have the bloodline form up their thing like they are now, and then avoid everyone who they normally would fight, like a Cody or anything like that, for a good while before anyone caught on.
Okay, like visit WrestleMania, right? The Rock and Cody basically said, "Yeah, let's do it at WrestleMania next year." What does Roman Reigns do? Because this story has to affect Roman Reigns, right?
That's why Rock isn't Tribal Chief, and he didn't usurp Roman, because that wouldn't make sense for the Cody story. Rock can be Final Boss Rock separate from the bloodline now. Like he doesn't need the bloodline attached to him anymore for that story to work. When they want to bring in Roman and Final Boss Rock back in, or some other form of variation of Rock and Roman for the WrestleMania after next, who knows what the landscape will look like then. But people talk Bloodline Civil War, and they're like, well, Roman's going to come back. And then it's like, okay, it's Roman, Usos, and like Sammy or Cody.
I don't think Roman's coming back.
What if
September?
Yeah, or like if Hikuleo is coming in, and then rumors of like Zilla Fatu or Lance Anoa'i coming in as well. I don't know how legit that is either.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Hikuleo, man, he was kind of he was just staring. He was never a big star.
I mean, Tongalo is not doing that great right now either, so it don't really matter.
No, Evan Lowe is a good singles wrestler.
You could say that about all the
single.
bloodline people, like of Solo's bloodline, that
Well,
they're all just kind of.
they're
I mean,
basically
honestly,
like-
other than Jacob Fatu is like the most legit right now.
And Paul
Yeah.
Heyman's being held hostage by them. It's
Yeah,
funny
they could build Jacob as a
He's-
Roman
think-
dream match or something, you know. But
But
he's-
if he's having the restrictions, I don't know how far they're going to push him.
yeah. It's like Paul Heyman right now. I like Paul Heyman. He's more afraid of Solo than he ever was of Roman. Ever.
but they have time to build up the bloodline thing and like have the Tonga, Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa go after like the tag titles. They haven't done that.
The rumor
Or a
is
mid card
Cody-
title once LA Knight beats Logan Paul. You know, like they
Rumor
don't have
is
to
it's
be
Cody
main
was-
event scene all the time.
Rumor is it's Cody and Solo at SummerSlam.
Yeah, and then
That's-
Cody would win, and then they could kind of move the bloodline away from the main event scene for a while, keep their heat boiling.
That's where Roman should come back.
And then if Roman comes back, then it's like, okay, now it's Roman Cody again or something, or it's Roman's, because Roman's gonna come back as a face.
Well,
So you
Heyman-
need to
No,
have.
I don't
him-
think he's going to go immediately after Cody. I think he's going to immediately go after Solo, being like, "Oh, you had the table now? You had the
But even
table
then,
now?"
I feel like
Yeah.
then that's just too fast. Like if that happens, like at SummerSlam, Roman comes back and the music hits, and it's
Heyman-
like, oh my god, it's Drop It'd be cool,
Heyman-
but it's just like, you need it.
Heyman said that.
Draw
Heyman
it
said, "You can't be doing this. The Tribal Chief Roman Reigns will not like this, especially you going after the title." And that's when basically he said,
Yeah, if he
Roman-
goes after the title and then also telling Paul that he's not coming back, I think
There-
that's enough to trigger Roman to be like,
there-
"Hey, what are you doing?"
There was a time in WCW before the Wolfpack fully got made, but the Wolfpack did come out of this. 98, Macho Man and Hogan were both part of NW Black and White. They were fighting each other because they both wanted the title. And they're both part of Black and White NWO. And Hogan did not want Macho Man to be champion. So I can see something like that. And then the Wolfpack came after, like a month after that. It's like, the title could be in the group as long as on my shoulder, not yours. You know, that kind of thing. That kind of thing. But I'm intrigued. Let's get to some other stuff. Finally, Drew McIntyre gets kind of a bit of revenge, even after quitting. CM Punk came to his hometown, Chicago. Then later in the show, we hear while there is Gargano and Ciampa were having a backstage segment with Grayson Waller, and
They need to break up DIY.
yeah,
Not yet. Not yet.
They need to.
Is DIY's just until they got to win gold, I think,
They're
and
winning
then
those
maybe
tag
they'll
team
get
titles.
something.
They're gonna get those tag
But,
titles because they're gonna
yeah,
turn off the
they're-
face.
It's almost like them on the main roster has just never been what it needed to be,
They were
like
so
ever
damn
throughout their
hot
whole
in WWE.
careers.
And they were so damn
Like
hot in
single and
NXT.
tag, it's always been like they've been lame.
The thing is, I don't know. Like, the thing is, what did they do to break up on the main roster? Because both were the turns when Ciampa turned on Gargano. That was so sad and so heartbreaking to see.
Yeah,
And Gargano turned on Ciampa just before the pandemic, and like that was even sad. That was sad too to see. I mean, how could it make something a breakup? How
you
could
just
it do
draft
something
them.
to
You
top
just
that?
draft them as
Yeah.
separate brands. You don't even bother with a storyline breakup. Just gone.
So I think it's like we're in a predicament right now because there's not enough tag teams to support 2 tag team belts. Like
Oh,
Yeah,
they should have just actually unified it and had one new belt.
factions that don't actually go after the titles like they're supposed to. Like there's a
Yeah.
lot of factions, but not a whole lot of them are attacking champions and like, I want the belt. They're just like, we're cool and we're a faction, like Bloodline, Final Testament, Lashley's thing, Legato, LWO, the Wyatts
Yeah,
now.
there's
There's a lot
enough
of
there's enough
factions now.
factions There's
Yeah,
enough
there's factions who
factions
could
too,
go
though.
after the belts. They just don't
That's a
want to.
Triple H. That's a Triple H thing, man. The factions thing. That's a Triple H kind of thing because there was
Which
a
is
lot
fine.
of
It's
factions
just go
under
after
this man.
try to go after
Yeah.
titles. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like
Yeah.
otherwise
so
you make
Drew
the
Ma-
tag titles seem crappy when it's just like JD and Finn could go after the belts and they don't, or JD and Dom or whatever.
So-
like none of them.
So
never
we
go
see
after
Drew
belts.
McIntyre. We see Drew McIntyre attacking CM Punk. We see him carrying CM Punk through backstage with all the people in the back, personnel, wrestlers, and others looking at Drew McIntyre carrying CM Punk all the way to the front of the stage and just pretty much
Bloodied
everyone
in the
bloodied.
face. Let's
Yeah,
not
blood.
forget. Bloodied
Yeah,
on
bloodied.
the face.
It's funny. It's like
Blood
it's so
on his
weird.
hands.
Here's the thing. It was a good segment, but the guy quit. He was clearly trespassing. I mean, no storyline. He's not really. He didn't really quit. But it's storyline. If he quit, there should be security beating him right at the backstage.
Well, technically, he was outside the building when he beat
But
up
when he got
Punk.
inside, they should have security right away, blocking him from going all the way to the back.
Yeah, but we know
ramp.
from storyline there's not good well, the security was there
Stupid
for the
security,
Wyatts.
Yeah,
Security
security
was
sucks.
Wyatt.
Security is only.
Yeah, they
is-
had
it's
security
only
for the
there
Wyatts,
out
but he
of
couldn't stop
convenience.
Drew McIntyre. The Wyatts
No,
never
because
showed
they
up.
weren't looking for Drew McIntyre. Like Drew McIntyre works here in their mind. They're like they
But there's
didn't
security.
tell him. They said look out for these creepy guys in masks, not this guy who's beating up this other guy because of people beat up people backstage all the time in wrestling.
Especially CM Punk.
Especially when CM Punk's involved in a backstage thing, you just ignore it. It happens.
I
Yeah.
understand why they did this segment. I understand why they did this segment. They wanted to make something, they wanted make something big in Chicago, right? For CM
Yeah.
Punk.
They should have amped up the security after the Wyatt 6 debuted, but nope.
Yeah.
Well, they
true.
did. They mentioned
No.
that on SmackDown. They said, like, well, we got extra security for Wyatts, not for.
The thing
Like,
is,
up
Not for CM Punk getting attacked. Okay.
the thing
Yeah.
is, my only issue is that they should have let the storyline play out a little bit because after 2 days, 2 or 3 days, we see Drew McIntyre all of a sudden again. If it wasn't for Chicago, I think that Drew McIntyre would come back and attack CM Punk at a little bit later time, like a week or two.
Man, we got to match the bill for SummerSlam. They ain't waiting.
That's true, but
Well, unless they wrote Punk off with this. That's if he's not cleared for SummerSlam and they wrote him off with this. I would say don't have Drew quit on the SmackDown or the Raw before, and then just have him not there, and then do the same thing where he beats him bloody in Chicago, and then have him get like fired or suspended or something, and then you do that. That way you're not doing the Batista thing. Everyone already kind of memed on it anyway.
That's hilarious.
But you're not having him quit. Don't have him quit and then show up right away.
Batista, that's one of the best quit moments. Okay, Batista, man. You get him in the wheelchair all beat up. Like, I quit.
Yeah. Then he quit again, like when they brought back Evolution. He quit for that.
Yeah, he
too.
did.
Yeah.
He quit Guardians after Guardians 3. I quit. He told me he was good. I quit. Yeah, they're building up that match in SummerSlam because CM Punk is not cleared. He was hoping to be cleared for SmackDown. No, he's only cleared to do a little bit. You get attacked a little bit for a little physical contact. Okay, and maybe he didn't even get hit at all. Maybe that's fake blood, and because we just.
Yeah, I was gonna ask whether or not that's blade or bottle, because Cody blades. When The Rock beat him up, that was a blade.
Well, that's pure blade.
But then they had the Wyatts attack. They weren't all bladed for that. They were even bottled.
Chad Gable. Chad Gable's alive, everybody. Chad Gable's alive. He's not dead.
I feel bad. He took a 9mm to the skull.
He was shot.
I feel bad.
Someone Botchamania with that like Mussolini.
Yes, that was funny. That was so
Kennedy
fucking funny.
Gable with his
He's
head.
alive, everybody. Don't worry. I think they put Chad back in the match tonight, so he's wrestling tonight, I believe.
Yeah. Also, Triple H confirmed he did not get shot.
Yeah, that's true. It's true.
I didn't see an exit wound, so it is possible.
Yeah, Chad Gable's back in the match tonight for the Money in the Bank qualifier. He's back.
He's gonna come out like he got a lobotomy, like he doesn't know where he's at.
He's gonna be walking out with bandages on his head.
He could be like, "Thank you He's like,
Oh, my head.
He'll be like, he'll act like Otis. He'll end up acting like Otis.
And watch him still win.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, he's back in tonight's match. I gotta say, I wasn't really gonna talk about, but that spear Braun Breaker did to Ludwig Kaiser.
Oh, yeah.
Braun Breaker has one of the best spears. Me and Visitor talked about it on Thursdays, who have some of the best spears, and Braun Breaker is definitely up there. Definitely has a great spear.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He was a former football player too, so.
And small guys like Jey Uso should not use spears as a move.
Yeah, we basically
Yeah.
broke it down that
Especially
for a good
Jay.
spear,
Jay should not.
for a good spear, you either need speed or like power. So like
Braun
Rhino,
has both.
yeah, like
Rhino
Braun
has-
is both. So like Rhino could hit you really hard with the gore because he's big. Edge could move really fast. He was fast, but with Braun you get both, and so it's like
Yeah. Yeah. It's just that, I mean, Edge is not the biggest guy either compared to Braun Breaker to like Goldberg and to Rhino.
Edge
But
was
Edge is
tall,
like-
but he could
Yeah.
he could move fast. He could
But he's
hit it
bigger
real
than Jay.
fast.
Jey Uso is he shouldn't use the spear. It doesn't look hard hitting enough when I see him do the spear.
He should do
Like-
find something modified, like running, like
Yeah,
spinning
you should
shoulder
do-
tackle or something.
Yeah.
Or maybe like a crossbody.
Or something.
But
something
Braun Breaker is
different.
gonna. I'm not opposed to him going after the Intercontinental title. I think
That's fine. I'm bored of Sami Zayn, man. Like I like take it off of him for all I care.
I think giving him their title, an Intercontinental title shot. I think Braun Breaker, ever since they called him up, I mean they called him moved him to Raw because technically he did sign a SmackDown. Then they
Mhm.
drafted him Raw. I think him basically killing Ricochet off TV was how they did it was great. I think him just challenging like he's just somebody who's he's a future champion. That's what I think. It's just that don't wear a singlet.
Oh,
That means
he
you wear-
definitely is.
Yeah, if you want to wear a singlet, don't use the straps anymore, please. Don't use the straps. Don't have the straps over your.
What do you mean?
So like you want him to wear trunks?
No, like yeah, he could wear the singlet. I just don't like the straps over him anymore. I think he looks better without the straps.
Well, that's the whole point of a singlet. Otherwise, it's just shorts.
I know, but like
Yeah, when he gets amped up, he puts the straps down and stuff like that. You know.
Yeah,
like
good angle.
that's part of the whole thing. Like Undertaker did it, Jerry Lawler did it.
The
Ryback
greatest
would
of all
do it
time did
sometime.
it. Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle did it.
well,
Chad Gable
greatest of
did
all
it. Like
time.
Yeah.
what do you do when you have a singlet?
Also, like I think
Big Show
he's a
did it.
future champion.
Big Show.
Future champion. Oh, Big Show had the one piece singlet, man.
Well, he had the
He had
one.
two-piece.
Well, sometimes he had
He had
two.
two. Yeah.
Yeah, he
Um,
did have two at one time.
Like halfway through his later.
The only thing I think what Braun Breaker needs to work on, I mean, he's getting there. And I think him as a heel has really showed that he's actually a better talker than because as a face, he wasn't a great talker, but as a heel, I think it really brought out his charisma more than than he was as a baby face.
Makes sense.
I mean, I was one of the people that did like his babyface run in NXT, but his heel stuff is actually really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of those where once they turned him heel, it's like, okay, now this is what he was missing. I just don't want him to have the orange hands anymore. That just bugs me.
Yeah, because
So the what?
Like the tanner, like putting on like the bronzer and the spray tan and how it's like on his hands.
Oh yeah,
and
he shouldn't
everything.
be. Yeah, he needs to stop spray tanning
Oh,
him. So
yeah.
like,
What else?
I hate
Yeah.
that. I never
Alright.
like it on a wrestler except for Lexus King because he like looks like a sleazebag because that's his whole.
right.
Like,
But yeah, it's like I don't like it.
Yeah,
What
MJF
else
is
is
doing
there?
it too.
What else is there? So we got the Money in the Bank qualifier matches. We know from the women's side, Io Sky, Chelsea Green are going. There's another woman. Who else is going? Who else is going? Chelsea Green, Io Sky is going. I think there's another woman. Who else is going? On the men's side, it's Jey Uso. Andrade. Oh yeah, the women's side is only 2 so far, and on the men's side is 3. So yeah, the men's side is Andrade, Carmelo Hayes, and
Yeah.
let's see, and Jey Uso. Yeah, Jey Uso. The women's side is just Chelsea and Sky. Now that you all know, they actually reduced the number of participants. It's actually 6 now, not 8 or 7, 6.
Oh, like the video game?
Yeah, like the video games. Yeah, I think the original Money in the Bank was like 6, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was
No,
6
it
for a
had more
long
than
time.
that.
Really?
Are you sure?
Yeah, it had like 8.
Oh, okay. So tonight on the female side, we got Shayna Baszler, Lyra Valkyrie, and Kairi Sane. Whoever wins that,
Lyra's winning that, absolutely.
yeah, Lyra. Yeah, because it's gonna add to issues in damage control. Because Io Sky is not really happy with Dakota and Kairi. And if she's not in Kairi Sane,
If Io's in it, then Lyra has to be in it too.
yeah, because think about it. If she's not in it, Kairi's saying, because it does give damage control a better chance if they're both in it of getting the briefcase, right? But if she's not in it, obviously the chances are reduced, right? So obviously Io Sky would not be happy if Kairi Sane's not in it. Because let's be honest, Io Sky is kind of leader now. The way she's acting, that's a leader. That's a leader.
Yeah.
What else is there? I mean, I know I'm doing a Raw preview. Yeah, Braun Strowman, Chad Gable, and Bronson Reed in the Money in the Bank ladder match.
Good luck, Chad.
Yeah, it's like a sandwich to those two guys. Like it's one small guy compared to 300, 400-pound man. Oh man,
He's probably going to be wrapped up in bandages. He's going to look like a mummy.
Especially if like it's triple threat, so it's
I got shot.
triple threat, so no DQ, so Otis can also. It'll be all 3 of them at once.
Oh man. I know, yeah, and you also got a tag team, Karrion Kross. No, not a tag team. Karrion Kross.
No, it's Kofi versus Cross.
What else is there? On Raw.
Honestly, I wouldn't be upset if they fired Karrion Kross. He hasn't done anything.
You can keep Scarlett.
He came back.
Like I like Cross, but he just
keep Scarlett, but get rid of him.
He has always needed something. He's always needed.
I like Karrion Kross, man. I like
Make
Cross.
him bald
It's
again.
just that I can never get behind him because he never wins the big one or the small one. He's never wins.
Yeah, they never gave him any wins.
And we got the tag team champions, the women's tag team champions, Alba Fire, Aladana taking on Kaden Carter and Katana Chance. Oh yeah, that means the damage control's gonna get involved.
And then the Wyatt 6 will know about, no doubt.
And the Riot 6 will probably get him. Yeah, they'll get involved somehow. I mean, they didn't show up on SmackDown, but they kind of sabotaged Pat McAfee's show a couple times today.
Yeah, they showed up on Pat's show twice.
Yeah. I'm interested in that group. I mean, finally, this group was supposed to show up like a long time ago.
All depends on the booking.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is about the one criticism we had about the Fiend and Bray Wyatt in general was the booking for years.
Goldberg.
Goldberg. Even before that, right? Even before that.
Yeah, it was Cena beating him at the WrestleMania 30 or whatever it was.
Yeah, it was 30.
36.
And also 36, he had
or 30. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I'm thinking about the other time. Sorry.
He faced twice. Yeah, the Fiend won the 36 one. But I loved the 36 match. It was I know it wasn't technically a match, but I loved the.
Wait, no, Funhouse match was great. I'm talking about the one when Cena didn't put him over at WrestleMania and he halted him.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
That was a great story though. How turned all the kids against Cena. That was great though.
And you could hear the crowd cheering for that the entire time when you go back and watch those back. They loved it.
I'd rather would have had him beat the streak than Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
We got we got obviously each puppet now is actual person under the mask. Eric Rowan's back as Rambling Rabbit. The mallet. Nikki Cross as Abigail.
Abby the Witch, specifically.
Abby the Witch or Abigail, whatever. Joe Gracie is what's the pig's name again?
Huskus.
Huskus. Oh yeah, after Husky Harris, right? That was his
Mhm.
and that's his NXT Nexus name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Husky Harris.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
That was. I mean, that faction got botched after SummerSlam when Cena became Super Cena.
Yeah.
And we got the what's the forget the
Rambling
boxer.
Rabbit.
The
Mercy the Buzzard.
Mercy the Buzzard, yeah.
After Waylon Mercy.
And Uncle Howdy obviously is pulled out. Now this faction was supposed to debut a long time ago, right? Like really long time
It was basically like everyone thought it was gonna happen, and then it came out that Bray's intention was to actually play all the 6 people, including
Characters.
Abby the Witch. And then they repurposed that idea for the debut when they had all the costumes there. So
Yeah,
people thought then they were gonna do it, but it was like it was always just I think in the back of the mind, but I think they knew like let's get Bray good booking first before we could give him a whole big faction.
Oh, well, obviously, yeah, because I mean, we haven't seen. I don't remember last time we saw Uncle Howdy before Monday, last Monday. I don't know.
He was in the ring with Bray when he was challenging Brock or Bobby to WrestleMania.
Yeah, I think the last thing they did was attack Hit Row. I remember they did that.
And I know Brock never won. Brock didn't want to wrestle Bray.
And then
I remember
then
that.
when Alexa lost her match, he was Uncle Howdy was on camera, like on the screen, and that was his actual last like appearance.
Brock, yeah, I
though he
remember
wasn't
Brock.
there.
Brock never didn't want to wrestle Bray. No, I don't know if he specifically said it himself, but the situation with Brock, he doesn't like his supernatural stuff.
But Brock don't like in general, like just
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brock
He's
only
willing to work
likes hunting.
He's willing to work with Undertaker, but Undertaker has some years of respect, so Undertaker's different. Same with Kane, but
well, also they even back Bray shouldn't have been wrestling Bobby at that time. That was a
2016.
random
together. You know how Dean Ambrose and Brock came to WrestleMania, right? That was not the original plan, right? The original plan, I think, was for Bray to face Brock. I think they were supposed to do a WrestleMania match before 2023. And I think
would have been.
Remember that?
That'd been interesting to see, just because of how different Bray
Remember
and Brock's wrestling styles
are. Royal Rumble. There was a Royal Rumble where the Wyatt family got involved with Brock, and it was supposed to start from there.
I don't know that the year of WrestleMania 32 starts to become a blur to me, so I don't know.
And then I was like Brock Lesnar, right? Decided to refuse to work with Bray. I'm like, you want to work with Omos instead? Seriously? Omos?
It's an easy match. I remember that Omos match not being terrible though.
Yeah, it actually was decent.
Yeah, it actually was a good match. It was.
I miss Omos. I want to see Omos again.
Yeah, it's like they just bring him in the Royal Rumble and the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, and that's it.
Like,
because he is backstage.
Even if you send him down to NXT, could you imagine Omos with MVP feuding with like Obafemi over the
Oh my God, that'd be nuts.
Yeah.
You can't see.
Or they need a big man on SmackDown so they can set him there.
I just don't know what they're doing with him. He still wrestles dark shows, I hear too, but it's like just not on TV.
Yeah, I mean, Seth Rollins.
He was getting better.
Seth Rollins had a decent match with Omos too.
Yeah, like he was able to he was rough during early pandemic times, but he's gotten better. He's gotten smoother.
Yes, he was.
He's better than Khali and Gonzalez were, you know.
Oh yeah.
Gonzalez or Khali, Gonzalez. But else? Yeah, but the Wyatt family, man, or the Wyatt Six, I guess I'll call them. They haven't really officially said who their faction name is, but
no, because Heyman called them the Wyatts. I think they didn't call them the Wyatt Six.
thank you for bringing. I'm gonna miss the interaction between Kayla and Paul Heyman. Man, they were such a good couple, Paul Heyman and Kayla Braxton. Why am I saying this? Because Kayla Braxton's leaving WWE.
How unfortunate.
But they had such good interactions, man. I remember Roman. Was like, "Hey, Paul, your girlfriend's here." she always used to come out of nowhere, and Paul's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, It's like she's just a scare Heyman all the time. Man. I mean, good for her. I mean, she's really people like Kayla. Do you remember when
I do like when she does the pre-show stuff with the other commentators. That was good.
Do you remember when Iconics were around and you see those backstage segments? You go, "Hey, Kayla!" Oh yeah. Well, she'll end up doing better. I think she'll end up. I don't know if she'll end up doing better, but she's moving on from wrestling. People think she said today, I think, she's leaving wrestling. People think she's leaving to go to AEW or something like that. No, she's moving on from wrestling.
Everybody thinks everyone's leaving AEW.
Yeah, a lot of the times these broadcast people that do wrestling, unless they're like big wrestling fans, they'll be like, "No, I'm gonna get a job at like ESPN or something," or like
show. I'm gonna cover an actual widely viewed sport.
Yeah, they all do it. A lot of them. Jonathan Coachman is that when he left wrestling, he went to didn't do a wrestling after that.
Morrow, Grisham, Renee did hockey.
Yeah, when they was actually before when they did sports before getting to wrestling.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Same with Jackie Redmond. She did sports before getting to wrestling. Like, they're doing wrestling because the ones that did sports, they're doing part-time wrestling and part-time there's whatever network they belong to. They're doing it because they love wrestling. Okay, they're not doing it to get a career. Okay, to enhance their career. Okay,
probably some of them are.
Some
like
of them
ones
are.
Like the ones that start because like sports broadcasters are a dime a dozen for like sports shows, but wrestling, that's a different market you can go into, and they'll, like there's people that have to cover like hockey that don't even like hockey or like junior league stuff and all that stuff.
Who else is there? All right. So Seth Rollins is back and immediately gets a title shot.
Did not expect that. Just came out of nowhere like, you're back. Okay. Wow. All right.
He's actually healthy right now.
There was nothing from the dirt sheets. Nothing said about Seth Rollins returning that night. Nothing. Just came out of nowhere. I like that, man. I like when that stuff like that.
Yeah, it was a nice surprise.
Too bad it was Seth Rollins and not somebody cool.
Hey, wait a minute. I know we're not talking shit about the revolutionary and the visionary.
I've lost my Seth doesn't bring me any like joy anymore. I'm just sick of him. I'm sick of Seth freaking Rollins. I need something else now.
You sourpuss, you. He's great, man.
He needs to actually dress like a actual regular person.
His outfit was okay. This Monday was okay.
I'm sick of the song. I'm sick of the visionary revolution. I'm sick of the outfit.
Do not get rid of that song. Do not get rid of that song.
I'm sick of it because the song begets the.
He is so over with that song.
He'd be over. He was over before the song. The song is over, not him. You could throw that song on anybody. Throw that song on Nia Jax and they'd sing it.
No, they won't. No, the hell they won't.
100%. They do the whoa if it was Nia Jax. 100%. 1,000%. The song's over.
Shinsuke's song is better anyways.
He's over too. It's just the song and him are over at the same time. It's not a whole package.
What do you mean it's not the whole package?
Because Seth. So Seth is over. Like Seth's over. Like he's people like Seth. The song is over separate from him. So if you put it on Nia Jax, they'd still sing it. Like right now, especially. He got it over. But otherwise it's like you don't need the song
exactly
anymore.
He made the song. The song did not make him.
Yeah, but right now it doesn't make him. So it's just more like Like you could take it or leave it, really, and it's just like I said, just the whole.
That's like saying when people sing the Sami Zayn song that like that's not doing anything for him now. Well, of course not, because they've been doing it for a while. It's like you can say the same thing about that when they go,
they're never gonna stop doing it. Like, but Sammy to me Sammy's the same way as Rollins. I'm sick of them. They're boring. I'm sick of them. They like.
I can't believe it. Who do you like?
Boring.
Yes, Sammy
Right,
is
who's
better
excited
when
you
he's
right now?
chasing championships than
Oh, I like
if he actually
all
has.
of them. Like I like everyone. It's just that I'm just more like indifferent to a lot of people like a Cross or Kofi and Xavier. I'm like, okay. It's the same thing with Kofi.
Okay, that I actually understand. That I understand. The New Day stuff has been
New Day
done
needs to die.
overplayed to death.
They need
Yeah,
to die.
that to me is what Rollins is now. I'm just like, okay. Like Rollins can still wrestle. I still like to hear him talk and do promos or when he gets serious. I'm just sick of the goofy kind of Rollins he's been for like the past like 3 or 4 years.
I mean, what do you want? Do you want to go back to the the Architect Seth Rollins or something?
Well,
or?
I like Architect era more redesign, rebuild, repaint when he came back after his knee injury.
I think he really wants the Messiah.
I hate the Messiah gimmick.
Monday Night Messiah. I liked Monday Night Messiah in name only. When they came up with the name for it, I was like, oh, that's a good name. But then everything else that came after that was Vince booking anyway. I mean, it's gonna have its problems, but it was what I liked about Straight Edge Society, but like everything that was bad or like just bad.
Yeah.
Like it was just like it was not good. It was too out there, too not believable. Like Chad made the whole follower thing work because he was like abusive. Whereas with Buddy, it was like, why is Buddy following? Why is the AOP here?
Well,
like,
Chad
that's making any
abusive
sense.
at first.
Like, you need a guy who already has a tag team to make that type of gimmick work. I think.
The thing is, he's getting a title match against Damian Priest at Money in the Bank.
I know everyone's thinking that Steph's going to beat him, but I actually have a feeling Damian's going to go over.
Yeah, Damian has to win that. He has to win it.
I don't like. I really don't know because there's so many problems with the Judgment Day. I mean, like they think they're like there's so many issues like Judgment Day, and Liv Morgan is one reason why.
That is true, but going back to the long-term booking, he probably won't lose that title until SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Liv Morgan could be the reason why Judgment Day is going to fall apart, isn't she?
Well, she's one of the many.
Because I do not see Damian beating Gunther.
Yeah. There's no way.
I feel like it makes the most sense for Damian to win, so he has some momentum going into SummerSlam with Gunther, and then Gunther just beats him, and or some cash in happens at some point.
To me, my prediction on Seth Rollins and Damian Priest will determine on these next 2 weeks of Raw. This Judgment Day storyline to see if there's miscommunications and stuff. That's what to me that will determine.
I could see the blow up doesn't happen until Damian loses his title, like like he made.
Yeah, that's when the real blow up will happen.
Apparently, they want Rhea Ripley to appear in Raw before SummerSlam. Or
I just read that they have something written for her that whenever she's ready to go, they can slot her in pretty easily, and it would probably just be. She'd interrupt some Dom and Liv segment, and then that would start it back up.
I mean, that's the question though. Like, who is Liv facing at SummerSlam?
I think she can face Lena Vega at Money in the Bank. She kind of has a little side with her right now.
Okay, that's Money in the Bank though. But what about SummerSlam?
Yeah. No, it'll probably be Rhea. I think Rhea will be ready by SummerSlam.
No, they don't think so.
You think so?
They don't think so. No.
Yeah, but they see that's the thing. We live in an era where Triple H he knows to just lie to dirt sheets. So I think that they'll be like Rhea is not coming back, and then SummerSlam 2 weeks before or something, or at Money in the Bank or something like that. It'll just be like, this is my birthday. It's like, oh, the rumors are wrong.
I think Dom is going to turn on Rhea and line himself with Liv.
I don't think so. This man is an abuse victim, Aaron. I don't know how many times I can
He
tell
is.
you that.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
being
Can't believe people
sexually
are cheering this
harassed
on.
at work.
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley was abusing him too at one point.
No,
Remember,
that was consent. That was consent.
When
was
he had the
different.
legs wrapped around her,
That was
when he had the
different.
legs wrapped around his head.
Yeah,
he
that
wasn't
was
Judgment Day.
consent.
He wasn't Judgment Day yet.
that he was a
Consent.
wrestler. That was an attack, Aaron, because he is a wrestler. She's allowed to attack him. It's in the contract. You are not allowed to sexually harass by trying to seduce and like your coworker.
Especially in the workplace. Especially in the workplace.
How long have you been watching wrestling for? Because it's been lots of times when men kiss female managers. Okay.
Yeah, and then they get comeuppance for that. I mean, like we live in a post Me Too world, Aaron. A post Vince McMahon world.
Watch. It's gonna. I'm telling you. I think.
Show me on the doll where Liv touched you.
You're gonna turn Rhea Ripley face. You're gonna turn Rhea Ripley face.
Rhea Ripley will be face. I think if you play this right and you play off Dom like a victim, you'll get Dom face. Like
Dom
he's.
face.
I'm thinking.
Dom face.
We're the.
I mean, Rhea's already. Let's be real. Rhea's already a baby face.
Yeah.
She was a babyface when she left.
With Becky Lynch gone, and we don't know when she's coming back. I'm sorry, but we know she's coming back. Don't even think about it. They need somebody that big babyface on Raw, right? They need somebody that has the same amount of popularity, like the over, right? There's some over women on Raw, like obviously, but like not to the level Rhea or Becky were. Well, Becky were, but where Rhea is.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I think like by the end of the year, Dom's gonna be a face. No booze.
He's good.
No booze.
No booze.
You know,
because I think the way they're running this, I think they're gonna turn. They can get some sympathy for him and turn him face.
If they do it right, yeah.
I did see a glimmer of hope because what was that one segment that Dom and Liv had in the middle of the ring, and there was actually a little portion where the audience let him talk, and I was like, "Oh, wait a minute."
Yeah, let him talk. I'm starting to get sick of that, honestly. I want to hear what Dom has to say. I'm getting sick of the audience always.
Just massive booing, like not letting him talk. Can't hear him.
Yeah.
Like if Dom, Liv keeps us up. He doesn't side with Liv, but Rhea comes back. The moment that they do like a kayfabe like kiss between Rhea and Dom, the crowd's gonna cheer. They're not gonna boo. We don't like that.
Well,
they're gonna
Buddy
cheer.
Murphy comes out nowhere and attacks Dom.
They're invested.
Well,
Listen, Dom would just make it even at that point.
You know what Buddy Murphy should do?
After Buddy kissed his sister.
If Dom, since Rhea Ripley and Buddy Murphy are in a real life couple, but just for the hell of it, even though Buddy Murphy is in AEW, if they kiss, Buddy Murphy should find Dom's sister and kiss her. They get to.
He already did.
He already did.
He already did it
Again.
Yeah. No, because now it just make it even.
How about we do an AEW WWE collaboration? Dom and Rhea, just Buddy Murphy and his sister.
But I really hope it won't happen. But I want this to lead to a custody of Dominic ladder match again. Like, come on, you gotta do it. Finish the story.
You think Dom's gonna go face, right? You think Dom's gonna go face?
Finish the story.
Finish the story. Face. You know what that means, Wizard. It means that him and Ray are gonna make up. Father and son are gonna make up.
I think that because again, you could kind of play it off where he's more like they'll mutually understand each other. But you won't be like, I like you again, Dad. It'll be like, listen, I made a mistake. And like, I understand. They're not gonna be dropped off. You're not gonna try to force them to be a tag team and kind of because Dominic's grown a lot since they were a tag team, and he can kind of have his own mid card.
He had
push.
no character as a tag team. It was just generic.
Yeah.
Okay,
so I feel like
you just raised
maybe.
son.
And if they don't want to turn him face, what you do is you still have him give a little something to Liv, not like actually side with her, but a little something that she breaks Rhea's trust, right? Rhea dumps him and they're done with each other. Then the Judgment Day collapses, Dom breaks out, but he's not with Liv. Liv would then, the storyline would just move past Dom and Liv and they'd be separate,
Mm-hmm.
And then Rhea would then be no longer attached to Judgment Day. Judgment Day would break apart anyway. So then Dom would go out on his own, kind of thing. That's how you do that.
So, I guess Dio had to leave. You got like 15 minutes left. Actually, 13 minutes left. But yeah, I agree, man. Dom's gonna be world champion. Imagine if we make a world champion. Can you imagine the heat
Dom,
he would get as
the
world
moment Dom wins the world title as a face, it'll be like, it's awesome. Here's Ray in the crowd without his mask. Because Dom, that's the other thing. I want Dom to be a heel because I want him to take Ray's mask, right? But at the same time, it's like they could turn him face off of this. So how long do you keep Ray around, basically? Unless you do it a mutual, like, I want to wrestle my son one last time. We're equals now. And if you win, you get my mask, kind of thing. And then they do it as like a face passing of the torch. Then that would work.
How about SummerSlam? We do a custody battle for Dom.
Like I said, you got to do custody ladder match, Dom Rhea versus Liv. I said it. You got to finish the story. It has to happen. It won't, but it has to. Give me what I want, Triple H. Give me what I want.
Yeah, do the Batista thing. Yeah. Hey, where is it? All right.
Give me what I want. Give me what I want. You know what I want. Give me what I want, or I'm going to continue to hurt people you love. Give me what I want. Give me what I want. You know what I want. You just don't want to give it to me. Give it to me. Give me what I want.
We're going to give you what you want.
That's not what I want.
All right.
Promo was terrible. I remember that.
It was terribly good. That's the thing. It was terrible, but it's hilariously terrible. You know,
so bad. It's so bad. It's good.
Yeah.
I don't know if you'll probably talk about it Thursday, but the Triple H said that there's no concern for censorship when they move to Netflix.
Yeah, we'll talk about that now. Actually, yeah. I know he said that. Yeah, he did say that. Netflix is gonna be no censorship. There can be no concern for censorship. Obviously,
They got to do an
They'll set
inverse
advertising.
of their State of the Union that they did. They got to do a reverse of that, where it's like we're now able to say like shit, like goddamn, you know, and like,
Well,
like
they've been saying that even now.
Yeah, no, but
When
back
they
when
say
they
F
did
word
their State of the Union, they couldn't. Remember when they did that
You know
DX State
what?
of the Union thing?
You know what? They don't. The thing is, you know, if you've been paying attention in WWE, the crowd is saying the F word a lot more now. They don't even WWE doesn't even censor the crowd noise when they cheer out the F word.
Yeah, on pay-per-views especially they don't, but like they'll bleep the holy shit. They'll do the holy, and then they'll miss the bleep and stuff like that.
I don't think they can
But
do. I think they can.
Drew
I don't think they can bleep the
dropped
crowd. I don't think they can. Yes.
they've bleeped him before. It's just hard, but they've done it. But Drew dropped an F-bomb on TV.
Keep the F-bomb, man. It's fun.
He's got to pay the fine. You got to pay the fine.
If you're a real fighter and you're getting heated, I mean, come on, you're gonna swear, right? Like.
Yeah, but that's FCC stuff. They are not in control of it.
This is a show where people battle each other to solve their problems.
You could probably petition the FCC. They did relax a lot of it. Like I don't think that like one of the networks, I think it was like Paramount. I remember it was like they used to be Spike. You know, they let like shit on, and that was like I remember hearing that, and it was like, whoa, that's big. You know, like TBS lets it go. You know, and stuff like that. But a lot of the FCC just I think has to just let the swear words just happen because nowadays people are on the internet, they're reading it without censorship.
AEW is on public TV too, like TNT and TBS, and they get away with so much stuff a lot more.
Yeah, because it's on cable, so it's different. Yeah. It's a different situation.
Also they have a more hardcore audience too.
Well, it's like TBS, like American Dad when it was on Fox couldn't say shit, but it moves over to TBS, they can say shit now. So it's like
Warner Brothers is a little bit more adult. We'll say that with this stuff, right? They're more
because
adult.
like Fox is like you could get it if you have any form of TV, you get Fox. TNT is in packages, so it's like you can it ups it. Kind of like HBO, you know, like is the next level basically.
WWE back in the day was able to get away with it. I mean, USA didn't work like it at first, but was getting them ratings. So like, okay, we'll let you get away with this.
Yeah, then they stopped. But they were on Spike.
Yeah.
They were on Spike, right? Raw
They
was?
went to. I think they went to Spike or TNT. Yeah, Spike. Yeah, no, was it Spike or TNN? I think TNA went to Spike.
TNA was on
I
Spike,
think
but I think Raw was on. I think Raw was on Spike at some
yes.
point. Ruthless
I
Aggression
think
era, I think.
ECW went to, I think, the Spike or TNN or whatever, and then Raw went there and they canceled like ECW. Like
And
fuck no.
WCW was on TBS or TNT.
I don't know. I don't remember because but yeah, then they went back to the USA. I mean, yeah, they went back to the USA Network. I forgot what year. And then yeah, SmackDown used to be on UPN, and then
SmackDown's been on
USA.
SmackDown's been on everything.
Yeah.
I started watching it when it was on My Network TV because we had it, and then it was like it's on My Network TV. Now it's on the Sci-Fi, or
It's a Fox
yeah, I think
now.
it was on
Yeah, it
Sci-Fi.
was. It's going to.
Then
It's
it
on
went to
Fox and it's going back to USA.
yeah, then it went to USA and it was Fox and then back to USA.
No, yeah, and Raw's going to Netflix right now. It's
CW's going or NXT's going to CW.
Don't be watching CW.
I gave my
CW
soul. I gave my soul to the CW already, and they tore it up into pieces and smashed
the
it with those
Arrowverse?
last couple seasons of Flash. Man, God,
No,
that
no,
sucked.
the Flash only the few beginning seasons were good. The Flash.
It literally goes great, good, meh
Yeah.
to just like after like
That's
season 3 or
CW
4.
for you, buddy.
just
That's
crap.
CW for you, man. That's the CW shows. They always start off good and then they suck.
You want to know the show that started off like kind of okay and then got to great on the CW? Legends of Tomorrow. Legends of Tomorrow, man. Legends of Tomorrow was amazing. And Stargirl was good too.
The only
Stargirl
the only show that was consistently bad was Batwoman.
Yeah. I never watched it, but yeah, that was like I never watched Arrow, but like I watched Flash and it was like, man, like those last seasons were so bad.
Arrow had a good second season. A really good second season.
Yeah.
Okay. The Flash.
I heard it like with Arrow, it went down. I think season 4. I think I remember hearing people were like,
yes, 4.
Season 4 was bad.
But the Flash, the first 3 or 4 seasons were good.
Yeah, like season 1 of Flash was great. Season 2 was good, and then it went like 3 is okay, 4 is probably fine, and then it just once they got Eric Wallace, man, that show tanked.
Yeah.
I could rant about that show all day.
But I did like Legends of Tomorrow.
Legends of Tomorrow was great. I missed that show. I'm mad that of all the shows that got ending, like all the shows got endings except Legends. It was so annoying.
Yeah, Legends is not gonna end. You're right.
Even in Flash is like we're ending the Arrowverse, so we're gonna have crossovers with everyone, and here's Ray Palmer and Nora Dark, but we're not gonna do anything with that.
Yeah.
We could have given just a line. All they needed was a single line to just be like, here we go. Canonically, the Legend story is wrapped up. We saved him from time prison, and that was all you needed. But nope.
I know you like the Superman suit reveal today.
I do like the suit. I'm hearing a lot of people are like, that suit is bad. I'm like, what are you talking about? Suit looks fine.
What?
I don't like I don't like the MCU lines on it, but otherwise, like people act like this thing like murdered their family.
It looks
like,
better than Snyder's suit. It looks more closer to a classic Superman suit.
I'm saving my thoughts for Saturday when I'm hosting Gavin with Geeks.
Where's Tony gonna be?
He's too many games. So I have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday if I want it, but I probably won't stream today.
Is he doing a stream today?
What?
Is he doing a stream today?
Yeah, he's streaming tonight.
So don't screw up too many. Don't screw up Gabby with Geeks. I mean, make it like Finbar, okay? Do it like Finbar.
It's basically what it is. It's basically like I'm doing what Finbar was doing when he hosted it.
Yes. Yeah, Finbar's gonna be back soon if he's not dead.
He's not. He's just talking to him a little bit ago, talking about how I'm sleeping. Well, I was talking in the chat about how I'm sleeping with his wife, and the jokes we do with each other. But no, he's gonna go back. He's gonna disappear again soon. I think like
he's probably like 5 weeks. He said he'll be back in probably like 5 weeks. You said like at the beginning of August.
Yeah. Yeah. And then he'll be
That's
back to
funny.
work on their comic.
Yeah, I know Tony was joking about Finbar died.
No, I've been joking about Finbar dying.
Yeah, he'll be back soon, very soon. I mean, maybe hopefully for SummerSlam, but it may be after SummerSlam with Finbar. Because Finbar's funny as hell. What else is there to talk about? Because you got 3 minutes. AEW talents contracts coming to an end, and there is WWE interest. That's Penta L0, Pentagon Jr. from AEW. If you know what I'm talking about, I'm sure you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
His
I think
contract is coming.
I don't think he's gonna go to WWE.
I think he.
I don't think
The thing is, I think he'd do really good in WWE. I think he'd be a monster. I mean, the way they could use him, and it's just that his English is his issue, right? His brother's
he
better.
doesn't. He
English
doesn't
than him.
even need to. If he does go, he doesn't even need to speak English.
No, but he has his brother. I mean, his brother's really good in the ring. His brother gets hurt a lot, all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And now I gotta say this: the Owen Hart Classic. After watching Jeff Jarrett basically tell him why he needs to win the Classic, I think they need to give it to him. Have him win the Owen Hart tournament. Because he posted stuff on X about how much Owen Hart meant to him, and it's kind of like a 2-minute video. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of a dedication stream to Owen Hart, and why winning the tournament would be so much to him and the family and all that. I mean, like, yeah, you have to give it to Jeff Jarrett because we know Jeff Jarrett was his last tag team partner when he tragically passed away. Owen Hart back in '99.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, okay. So we got a minute left. So Red, where can you find you?
You can find me on Twitter at 27fs, all spelled out, and that's
Right.
pretty much it. That's pretty much.
Wizard.
Subscribe to Wizard of Wordplay or subscribe to Frog Tony to see me on more panels. And then this week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I'll be hosting on Frog Tony.
All right. So see you
I'll
Thursday.
definitely be watching that.
I think Forbidden Doors this week. So see you. I might do a prediction show for Forbidden Door. I think it's this. When's the 30th? This Saturday, Sunday?
Yeah,
This
I think it's
Sunday.
Sunday.
So yeah, that's a big prediction show definitely on Forbidden Door. I have to pay attention to AEW a lot more. I mean, I didn't watch last week's Dynamite. I'm gonna try to pay attention a lot more. I don't watch Collision, so that's why I'm not exactly up to date on everything AEW. But yeah, make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment below. Take care, guys.